So morning guys, and welcome back. Feels like forever since I did one of these videos. Today's quite an exciting day actually. A few months ago I sold my hardtail. Didn't feel like I was getting on with it. The rolling speed was really fast. I was struggling. So I sold it. And it was one of those where 2-3 days after I sold it, I was regretting it. I was really annoyed at myself that I'd sold it, that I hadn't tried to persevere and get used to the bike a bit more. So I messaged the guy that I sold it to, and I said to him, look mate, I've made a mistake, shouldn't have sold you the bike, can I buy it back off you? To which he said to me, nah, you're not having it back. So I was a bit annoyed, and I just concentrated on riding my full suspension after that. But coming up to winter, I was like, right, I need another hardtail. So I started scrolling through the internet, and I was looking and looking for weeks, months. I was looking for another hardtail. Could I find one to the same spec that I had? No, and they were all asking ridiculous money for what they were selling. So then I thought, I'm going to build another one, like I did with that one. Started pricing up the parts to the same spec, and I realised I'd sold that bike so cheap. The guy had got an absolute bargain for the parts that were on that bike. So I carried on looking, and then about a week and a half ago, I'm scrolling through these hardtails, and there it is. The bike I had sold him was online for sale, and he was asking the same money that I had sold it to him for. So because he had so abruptly just fobbed me off, no, you're not buying it back, I thought, I'm going to lowball him. So I offered him what I offered him, and he turned it down. So I thought, right, it's been on there 4 weeks and it hasn't sold. I'll give him a couple more weeks. And I messaged him back saying, look dude, offer's still on the table. Do you want to accept it, or do you want to keep trying to sell the bike? You're getting nowhere with it. And he came back to me and said, yeah, I'll sell it to you. So I was really chuffed. I was like, I've made some money by knocking him down on his price. So I met up with him yesterday and took her for a ride around the Wrekin to just make sure that everything was still okay on the bike and stuff like that. And yeah, it was spot on. The brakes, I think when he's been lubing his chain and spraying some stuff on the bike, because it feels quite greasy. I think he got some of that on the rotors because the brakes were like non-existent. So I've got the bike here, it's in the rack and she's ready to go. I'm going to strip her down completely, right down to the frame, strip it all down, clean her up, inspect it all, and then I'm going to build her back up. And well, yeah, there she is, she's back. And yeah, there's rust on the cassette. He hasn't been very good, I've got to admit. So but I've got her back now, so I'll clean her all up and get her back to her former glory. I don't know what he's done there. He took the black decals off the fork that were on there, and now he's put them horrible yellow ones on. But they got to come off. He's also got rid of the rental stem that I had on there, and I had the gusset bars. He's got rid of them. So yeah, I'm not a massive fan of Nuke Proof, so they're gonna have to go. But they'll do for now. But yeah, she's back and I couldn't be more chuffed. So I'm gonna start stripping her down and get her all cleaned up and back on it. So that's the strip down done. Yeah, the bike's not in the best of shape. It's quite filthy. There's a lot of water ingress in the bearings, on the headset and the bottom bracket. I'm gonna have to give them a bloody good cleaning out. All the cables, I don't know how he's managed it. All the cables are frayed on the ends. Yeah, considering he's only had the bike a few months, he's not maintained it at all. Yeah, it's quite filthy, to be honest. So yeah, I've got my work cut out for me. I've got to be quick as well, because today's my only day that I haven't got another bike in for. I'm pretty much fully booked for the rest of the week. So I'm gonna have to get this done pretty sharpish. So that's the strip down complete. I'll get this one posted up, because I know what we're all like. We don't like watching seriously long videos. We get about a few minutes in and we get bored, and then we want to move on to the next one. So I'll get this one posted of the strip down, and then I'll do another one of the inspection and clean, and then another one of the build up. So I'll split this down into three videos. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I mean, I know I did it over time lapse, but yeah, it's better than you watching me in real time go through all that. But yeah, I'll just show you the bike a little bit here. So that's inside the bottom bracket, absolutely filthy. All this was like really filthy all in here. Top of the seat tube, really bad. That's the bearings, the Hope headset, so the bearings are sealed. Pretty good. I'll just a good clean, and she'll be back up ready to my standards, which are pretty high, to be fair, but always better to be high standards than low standards. So I'll catch you later.